Hi, my name is Erica, and I am a TIG welder. I've been TIG welding since 2001, first for my dad, and now currently working for my brother. My little brother also works at the shop, so it's a family business, which is really, really cool, and it's a big blessing for us. My interest in being a part of the machine shop, welding, fabricating world started when I was really little. I was what you would call a daddy's little girl. So I would follow my dad out to the shop, and I would sit there and watch him and talk to him and ask him a bunch of questions. And he was more than willing to spend the time with me, to educate me, and poured into my interest in that. And so I really started forming the idea of it actually being a career after high school. So after high school, I tried various jobs and that I loved, but it just wasn't a good fit for me. And so in 2001, I decided, all right, Dad, you got to really pour into me. I really want to know what this welding thing is all about, in creating and engineering and fabricating. And he said, sure, absolutely. And so from there on, he trained me, spent time with me, and really helped me understand the science, but also the steps to take to be a quality fabricator and welder. So with that, I was able to stick it out, and I'm still currently doing it and loving it still. It's really, really fun. So what we do is we actually weld with aluminum and stainless, and the majority of our stuff that we do is for boating companies. So we make boat parts, which is really, really fun. We also do specialty items like for builders, railings, gates, staircases. We've created some really fun stuff too. Just a few years back, I helped design and create a drum cage for a church, which was really, really fun, challenging but fun. And talk about challenges and benefits. Challenges definitely are trying to figure out how something will work and trial and error. So that's a challenge, but it's a positive challenge, which is kind of neat. Another challenge would be you get dirty. It's definitely a dirty job. And also there is some safety risks involved because we're working with machinery. We're working with lathes, drill presses, saws, so there's a lot of attention that needs to be made, and a lot of patience and a lot of training, which is good though. It's fun, and it's a great way to create stuff with all of those machines too. It makes it a lot easier. The benefits definitely outweigh the challenges. The benefits of this job is I get to go and build stuff every day. Some of the stuff is pretty basic, and it's kind of production work, but then some days are just awesome. We get to build some really fun, creative things. But also another benefit is I get to take my training and my talent and my knowledge home with me. And sometimes I get to create fun stuff for my own use in my own house, which is really, really fun to do. So I'm actually gonna go over what TIG welding is a little bit. So this actually is a post cap, and as you can see, what we do is we cut, this is aluminum, and we cut these out on the bandsaw, and we bend them on our bender, and then we form a pyramid. And with that pyramid, you basically place these together and you tack them. And then once you tack them up, then you run a really nice bead, and this is actually TIG welding. So I'm going to show you really quick what it involves. And so you have a foot pedal, which I'll actually maybe show you later, but you actually have a foot pedal, and you have a torch, and you have a rod, and you feed it in there. So it's kind of an art form, but once you get used to it, it gets really super easy. So I'm going to go ahead and start running that bead. see, that is a TIG weld bead. And then what we'll do after that is once this is all welded up, it looks like this. And then what we do is we sand it all down, we grind it all, and you kind of get this pyramid shaped look. And then after that, we DA it, and then we powder coat it. And then what this does is it goes on top of your posts on a deck or a railing of some sort, and it protects the top of your posts from getting wet, and also gives it a really cool decorative finish. So yeah, so that's just a small example of what I do out of a day. So it's really, really fun, and again, I'm really blessed to do it, and I think that it's just such an interesting job, especially since not a lot of people do this. And so it's just really cool when you actually can have human hands create something, and to work with metal and to carry a torch and fire all day long is actually really fun. So thanks so much for taking the time to listen to my interview, and I hope you guys find this to be knowledgeable and find it to be interesting. So thank you so much.